Good evening, I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching. As always, it is appreciated, so thank you for that. Robert Jenrick is a bit of a prick, and I'm going to say that right up front. A lot of people think that Robert Jenrick is the new saviour of the United Kingdom. I'm here to remind you that he is just a Tory. And what that means is that he's posh, he's entitled, and he's arrogant. He thinks that the Tory party have a God-given right to rule the country. God, he needs a wake-up call. We're so past caring at this point, we give zero shits anymore. Pardon the language. He put a post out on X today and he was parading it around as some sort of big win. Look at the inexperienced new councillors in Nottinghamshire. Is this what you voted for? I'm going to play the clip now. Just for full disclosure, I think it's only fair.
You see the relationship with Emka moving forward? Take a minute if you need.
Sorry. I don't know what to say to that. Yeah, working closely with them.
Are you aware of if it's currently a good relationship? How is it going to go moving forward?
I have no idea, genuinely. So I have no idea. I've not met with anyone from MK yet, genuinely. So I have no idea.
Okay. So what are the priorities for Nottinghamshire?
So we're going to be ensuring that our current major highway schemes are funded and delivered in order to provide effective travel along our major road corridors. We've got a major road network scheme which will see a number of junctions along the route being upgraded with the aim of reducing congestion at key intersections, and that is the A614 A6097 major road network scheme. We'll be providing more traffic capacity for the future. It will support economic growth and housing delivery in the local area and enhance the strategic road network and support other road users by improving facilities for pedestrians and cyclists.
Okay, so from your standpoint, what would you say one of the top ones of those is for residents?
Ollerton roundabout for sure.
How so?
Okay. He's a bit green, he's all smiles, and he's clearly a new councillor. He's not been elected to public office before. I haven't got a problem with anything he said or didn't say, to be honest. I'd rather somebody hold their hands up and say, look, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, I've been elected, and I'm going to do the best job I can. I'd rather that than a career councillor that's been in for 40 years and hasn't done anything. I would prefer what I'm getting here with Reform UK, that's the first thing, alright? Vote Reform, get Reform, that's what I say. He comes across as a bit green, wet round the ears, but that's to be expected. But Jenrick comes across as smug, arrogant, and he thinks this is some sort of huge victory for the Tories. Look at what the Gannons, look at what the imbeciles have actually elected instead of us. And I'm like, you need to get a grip, mate. You need to get a grip. Vote Reform, get Reform. That's my mantra at this particular point. If we look up in Durham, I think it is, where Darren Grimes has been elected, they've stopped any more HMOs, houses of multiple occupancy, in their local area. Alright? A month ago into leading Durham County Council, and they've already done what the Uni Party, the other parties, haven't done in years. Secured a moratorium on new asylum accommodation, and this is just the start. Over 100 HMO requests in Hisler ward alone. Communities like Ferryhill and Stanley treated as dumping grounds while southern councils remained mysteriously at capacity. So there you go. Vote Reform, get Reform. If you've got a local control council by Reform, they're going to be working at pace to stop any more houses of multiple occupancy in your area. I should know. My MP, Sarah Pochin, has done the same thing up in Runcorn and Helsby, and she's only been in a month. The council in my area, which is run by Labour, are absolutely terrified of not winning this seat back. And this is what politicians need. They need a dose of fear. They need a dose of reality. People didn't vote for this. They have not consented for this. What the system of government has done in the country is it creates a pecking order. So the Labour councils or the Tory councils take their edicts from high on up, from head office, i.e. the MPs in Parliament. Reform UK is breaking with that and they're actually shaking up the system. So my area will not get any more HMOs. They've mysteriously said, oh, we're not going to take any more. It's because they've got a Reform MP. They've got that fear. And it's the same on the other side of it. If you've got a Reform Council, they can actually stop this from happening because it's been done already. Alright? A lot of people will call me a racist. A lot of people will say, Damien, Cheshire, what the hell are you talking about? All of these doctors and engineers, they're coming over from France and they're going to enrich us. They're going to create a better life for everybody. Isn't that what we all want? And I'm like, well, no, not really. This cultural enricher, this doctor or engineer, I think he might have been on a medical break or he may have just been on, a lunch break. But this is what happened down in Earl's Court over the weekend. Yeah, that's not an engineer and that's not a doctor, that's not a cultural enricher. That particular specimen is actually a watch thief and he was commandeered, finally apprehended by the train station staff down in Earl's Court. And what did he do? Like they all do, cried like a little girl. So there you have it. There you have it. If you vote Reform, you're going to get Reform. They may not know everything about the economy. They may not know everything about major party politics. These are not detriments. These are assets. These are benefits. How many faceless backbenchers in the Labour clown show don't give two hoots about their constituents, don't actually speak up and give their constituents a voice and actually do what the people want them to do, what they've been elected to do. They can't even stop benefit cuts from the Labour Party, alright? There's like this 100 MP rebellion that's brewing with Keir Starmer at the moment. They can't even organise over those lines, over things like that. What Reform is doing is giving people hope, it's giving people something to believe in, and it's creating a movement, a turquoise movement all over the country, and that's what Labour is desperate to avoid. So unless you want this, that's right, in case you are not listening, in case you want this, and you don't want those in HMOs all over the country, you know what you need to do? You need to support Reform and get behind the movements. Things can change. Things can always change, of course. At the moment, they're not Tory and they're not Labour. And that's good enough for me for the moment. If you like this video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one later on today. You have a good evening and thanks again.